Welcome to SakshiEducation.com. Today we are going to discuss about the current affairs of February 11 to 20th of 2018. In this, we are going to cover the national affairs, international affairs, sports, awards and honors, and important persons in news, as well as the important days. So all these will be asked in the examinations, that is competitive examinations, that may be for UPSC, TSPSC, APPSC or bank or SSC railways examinations. So the students are going to opt for these examinations. So for the coming exams, so these current affairs are which is briefed are very helpful for them. So we treat it, this is a one liner current affairs and we are going to focus on most of the issues here. So we will see, so what are the major focused areas of persons in news. The very first one is Cyril Ramaphosa. So he was sworn in as new president of South Africa on 15th of February 2018. So after the resignation of the outgoing president of South Korea, Jacob Zuma, on 14th February 2018, so the new president has taken his oath. So the new president of South Korea is Cyril Ramaphosa. Then another person in news is KP Sharma Oli. KP Sharma Oli was sworn in as the new Prime Minister of Nepal, and this is his second time to become the Prime Minister of Nepal. He served as Prime Minister of Nepal for the first time during 2015 to 2016. And another important person we need to discuss here is Raghubar Singh Kandpur. So he is a person who has contributed for the construction of Science City in Kapurthala of Punjab. So he has been awarded National Award for Science on Science Day, which is to be celebrated on 28th February. So he was recognized for the contribution of Science City. So remember, Kapurthala in Punjab is known for having integral coach factory for railways. So the double decker train in India was being manufactured at Kapurthala only. So Kapurthala is known for most of the science and technology research and development. So it was named as Science City. So remember this one. Next, Hari Huko Kurudo. So he was reappointed as the governor of Bank of Japan. So Bank of Japan is the apex bank, that is a regulator bank for Japan, and he was reappointed. So Harihiko Kurudo was reappointed for the second time. So he used to take oath as the governor of Bank of Japan from April 2018. So remember Harihiko Kurudo, the apex bank, he is the governor for apex bank, that is Bank of Japan. Next is Avani Chaturvedi. She was made in the news as she is the first woman pilot to fly a fighter jet solo, MiG-21 Bison at Indian Air Force of Jamnagar, Gujarat. So she is the first woman pilot to fly the fighter jet solo. In single, she has flew the fighter jet. So she was made in the news, Avani Chaturvedi. Next, coming to the national affairs, the very first is Bhalupani village of Baharampur district of Chhattisgarh have got electricity connection for the first time. District administration mechanism has set up solar panels in each house of the village. So making the very first time the electricity was introduced to this Bhalupani village. Next is on 13th February, President Ramnath Kovind hosted LPG Panchayat at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. So this is organized by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas under Prime Minister Ujjwala Yojana to provide LPG connections to the urban poor or the rural poor, so that the people will get right of other issues of pollution. So, this under this Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, at least 100 beneficiaries in each panchayat to get the LPG connections. So, this is the target. Next is Agriculture 2022. The conference Agriculture 2022 to double the farmer income was organized by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare at New Delhi. So, this was being promised in the budget 2018 by Finance Minister Arun Jaitley to double the income of farmers by 2022 with the theme of Agriculture 2022. This was organized on February 19th and 20th of 2018. Next is on February 17th, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan inaugurated 6th conference of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, and this Commonwealth Parliamentary Association having a main subject of Parliament's role in development agenda, legislature and judiciary. So, this was formally organized in Patna of Bihar, and Sumitra Mahajan is the chief guest. So, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan. So, remember she is the second woman speaker for Lok Sabha. Next is on February 18th, PM Modi laid foundation stone for Navi Mumbai International Airport. This Navi Mumbai International Airport will be the second international airport in Mumbai along the sidelines of Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport. So, Mumbai to get two international airports now, and it is being developed by Navi Mumbai International Airport Limited and GVK Group with 16,700 crores of the project, and it is to be completed by 2019. And very important factor here is this Navi Mumbai International Airport will have a parallel runway, nothing but the runway in two sides of the airport. Next, the National Banana Festival 2018 was being inaugurated in Kerala of Thiruvananthapuram. So, this National Banana Festival highlights the uses or advantages of banana and also production of banana in agriculture. And one more important thing here is Musa Paramjitya. So, Musa Paramjityana is a new species of banana which was discovered by scientists in Andaman Nicobar Islands. This is also being highlighted in the Banana Festival. So, this National Banana Festival is being organized by Ministry of Agriculture. So, Radha Mohan Singh was the chief guest of this National Banana Festival at Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, which was organized on 17th February 2018. So, these dates are very important for the examination point of view, exclusively for State Public Service Commission exams. It may be the Telangana Public Service Commission or Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission exams. So, dates are very important. The examiner will just highlight the dates. Next, on 17th February, Fiji, an island nation in Pacific Ocean, signed a declaration of partnership with India. So, in regards to TERI, the Energy and Resource Institutes for Assistance in Tackling Climate Change, as part of environment sustainability in the World Sustainable Development Conference, which was held in New Delhi in February 2018. And remember, Fiji is a small island nation in the Micronesia part of Pacific Ocean, where you can see the Fiji, Vanuatu, Tuvalu. So, these kinds of small islands. And coming to Fiji, so this is near to the art and culture of India, where the Fiji has its capital Suva and its currency is Fijian dollar. The most spoken language of Fiji is English, that is nothing but British English, where British has ruled this island nation, and the second most language spoken here is Hindi. So, we can see nearly 60 to 70% of Indian raise Indian diaspora in Fiji. So, strategically Fiji is very important for India. So, it may be regarding the transportation of ships or exploration of oil from the island nations. So, Fiji is strategically important, and Fiji requires India to provide technology to Fiji as well as for exploration of oil and to save Fiji from climate change. So, Fiji is a small island, so it requires India's assistance. So, to safeguard it from the tsunamis or earthquakes or cyclones, etc., etc. And recently you can see that recently, in the sense in the month, in the year of 2014, that is November 14th 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Fiji, and he is the first Prime Minister to visit Fiji after 33 years. So, before that, during 1981, Indira Gandhi visited, the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi visited Fiji. So, these are the very important aspects, and the Prime Minister of Fiji is Frank Bainimarama. So, who was being accompanied during 2014 visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And next is a regional conference on southern states of water resources was being inaugurated in Hyderabad by the Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation. So, this was being highlighted in Hyderabad itself regarding the importance of water resources. Next, on 19th February, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has flagged off Palace Queen Humsafar Express. This Palace Queen Humsafar Express is a heritage train, a luxurious train which runs between two important historical cities, Mysore and Udaipur of Rajasthan. So, it is on the sidelines of Maharaja Express. So, Maharaja Express was the largest or the most important luxurious train in the world. So, most luxurious train in the world. So, next to it on the historical lines, so new Humsafar Express, Palace Queen Humsafar Express is also being flagged off by Narendra Modi in Mysuru on 19th of February 2018. Next is very important report, that is India State Forest Report was being released. So, India State Forest Report was released for the year 2017. So, as per the report, forest development in India is increased to 1%, and India stands at 8th position in development of forest area and 8th position in the forest gains. So, 21.54% of Indian land is covered with forest, and we need to develop it to 2 more percent. So, by targeting it to 23%, and the major states having the more forest is Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Kerala. And in this forest report, it is highlighted that there is a decline of forest or deforestation is occurring due to urban development, especially in Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur. So, most of the northeastern states on the sidelines, along with the sidelines of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh too. So, there is a decline of the forest. It may be due to the development of infrastructure or mining in the forest areas. And another important point here is Union Cabinet on 20th February 2018 approved setting up of Mahanadi river water disputes. So, these Mahanadi river water disputes is between Chhattisgarh and Odisha. So, to resolve this issue, a tribunal was to be set up by Union Cabinet. So, Union Cabinet has approved the setting up of a tribunal to resolve the issue of waters. So, interstate water disputes is a major issue in India. So, it may be the Mahanadi river or the Kaveri river or the Krishna or Godavari rivers. So, these interstate water disputes to be resolved by the tribunals itself. So, this will be resolved under Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956, and remember Mahanadi river originates from Dandakaranya exactly at Sihava of Dandakaranya in Chhattisgarh, and it drains through Odisha into Bay of Bengal. So, Mahanadi river is nearly 850 kilometers length. So, plays a very important role in development of human life and agriculture production. Another highlight news is Punjab government makes straw management mandatory. So, we have seen that New Delhi always in news regarding air pollution. So, one of the reasons for air pollution in New Delhi is also the burning of straw in Punjab and Haryana. Regarding this, the Punjab state government has made a super straw management system which says that the farmers should follow the self-propelled combine harvester system, that is, they must attach with the government policy in order to cut the paddy into small pieces instead of burning it. If they burn it, the carbon monoxide or sulfuric dioxide will be mixed within the atmosphere and also causes air pollution in the nearby locations. So, this is one of the major cause of air pollution in New Delhi too. So, since 2016 we are facing a severe problem of breathing or the diseases caused to lungs, okay, in the New Delhi surrounding areas. So, it is due to the dust or the smoke which is brought from the nearby Haryana and Punjab. So, the farmers are advised not to burn the straw, the paddy, instead to cut it into pieces, and this will be borne by the state governments itself with the advanced technology in agriculture. Next is Mahamastabhisheka. So, this Mahamastabhisheka is a ceremony which was being inaugurated by President Ramnath Kovind on 17th February 2018. So, it is being the 88th Mahamastabhisheka of Lord Gomateshwara by unveiling an ideal of Bahubali at Shravanabelagola in Hassan district of Karnataka. The 57 feet monolithic statue of Lord Bahubali will be offered Abhishekam or anointing in this event. So, this Mahabastabhisheka will be held for every 12 years. So, this was held on 17th February 2018, and this is one of the biggest festival by Jain community. So, these are the important highlights of national affairs.